In this video, we're going to go over what to do when a girl who you're dating pulls back, or AKA ghosts you, stops communicating, stops texting you, etc. Now, this is specifically going to be for girls who you've actually been dating for a while. This is the initial stages of dating where you haven't even actually hooked up yet or actually done anything. It doesn't count. She just is not interested in you, really, most of the times, depending on the situation. But even if you have hooked up and she goes to you after the first time, that's pretty much always going to be because you were awful in bed. If you guys are going to get better at that situation has happened to me, by the way. So just being straight up with you, it's happened to me because I wasn't good until I did the sexual mastery method. For our masterclass in the description below, go to pillar 3, sexual mastery method. That problem is non-existent for me or anyone else who does that anymore. If that happens after the first day, like I said, it's because you weren't good in bed and really you should just let it go. But say you guys have been dating for a while and you've been seeing each other, maybe you've been hooking up, maybe you haven't, but it's been a while and all of a sudden she ghosts you. Say things were going good in the beginning, things were going good and you don't really know why she just randomly pulled back. It kind of seems like it was out of nowhere. This is going to be a test. Women are constantly subconsciously going to be testing the men that they are dating. This is evolutionarily wired into them in order to make sure that they're with a man who is a good option, because a lot of times the man that they select is going to have a big effect on their survival. They need to make sure that you're strong, and then specifically when it comes to dating and reproduction, she needs to make sure that, yep, you guessed it, you're pre-selected, you're reproductively successful. So that is the purpose of this test. When she all of a sudden stops responding to you, stops texting you, doesn't open your messages or your snaps, whatever it may be, doesn't open your DMs, this is what she's doing. She's testing you. This is not a conscious thing. She's not like, I'm going to test him. If her friend asked her why she did it, she'd probably say, I don't know. I just wanted to see how he reacted. All right. She just wants to see. She's curious to see how you'd react to her pulling back. And subconsciously, her body and brain is having her do this to test your strength and your merit as a man. Basically, what this is a neediness test. If she pulls away, are you going to come chasing after her? Hey, why aren't you responding to me? Hey, are you okay? Hey, can we hang out? Hey, did I do something wrong? What's wrong? Why aren't you texting me? Why aren't you responding to me? That is the absolute worst way to go about navigating this test. When you do that, you are communicating to her that you really need her, that you're kind of desperate, and her pulling away, even for a short time, is making you frantic and worried because she's probably your only option. And if you lose her, you're going to have no options at all, and you're just going to be single without any access to any girl whatsoever. So if she pulls away and you act like that, that's what you are signaling to her, that you have no other options, that you are not pre-selected, which means that other women who are at least at her SMV or higher are also interested in you romantically, intimately, etc., which is the number one most important factor when it comes to women's attraction towards you. Everything else comes second. Everything else are signs of pre-selection. Your looks, your confidence, your status, your career, your money, etc. are all just signs of pre-selection. And what she really needs to do is confirm that you actually are pre-selected, because that is the main driver of female attraction. They want men that the other women want. This is just how they're evolutionarily, biologically wired. So this is the main thing she's testing for. How you pass this test is you just give the same energy back. You match her effort. If she pulls away, you pull away. You don't care. All right. Focus on other things in your life. You're dating other girls, or even if you don't have any other girls, you're working on self-improvement, your purpose, your career, projects that you're working on. You have a life of abundance that's making you happy outside of her, and therefore you don't need her. The thing is, even if you feel like you do need her, you have to, if you want her, you have to logically act in a way that shows that you don't. Because if you show her that you need her while she doesn't need you, you are pedestalizing her, and that is going to lead to a complete dissolvement of any attraction that was even there, because that means that you're putting her above you. And as hypergamy states, women want a man who's at least their level or higher. So if you are pedestalizing her, you're putting yourself below her. All attraction is going to go away if you fail this test by chasing her when she pulls away and ghosts you, she's going to lose all attraction. If she ghosts you, you ghost her too. Don't respond at all. Just go about your life. If there was initial attraction there, she will eventually reach back out to you, because you passing that test is telling her that you must be pre-selected. That's what her brain always goes to. The woman's brain always is going to go to, he's dating other girls. Even if you're not, even if you're focused on your purpose, training, grinding, getting money, whatever you're doing, and you're not talking to any girls at all, her brain is immediately going to go to the first thing, other girls, other girls. That's why he's not hitting me back up, because he's dating other girls. And what is that going to do? Drastically increase her attraction towards you. Eventually, she will reach back out. Then at that point, you can set up another date and proceed as normally, knowing that you passed that test and you have cemented yourself as someone who is pre-selected in her mind. Now, you can do this logically. Even if you are really desperate and you want her that bad, you can behave logically just by following this advice, and it will display to her that you're not desperate. Even when you are, she'll think that you aren't. However, what you need to be doing is building a life and confidence and abundance to the point to where you actually really don't need her. Even if you don't have any other options, you are happy doing what you do as a man, your daily routine, the goals that you're working towards. You need to make that to the point where that is so purposeful for you and so fulfilling, and you're so confident that you know that if you lost this girl, even if you don't have any other options right now, if you tried to, you got back into the scene, you could get more. So that is the most important thing, is that you have that true abundance. And once you get that, you won't even really have to understand this logic to pass these tests. You'll just do it naturally. And that's what she thinks. She doesn't think that you're following some kind of strategy and you know this information from watching this video. What she thinks is that you don't really care that she pulled away because you're dating a lot of other girls that are at least as hot as her or hotter. So her pulling away doesn't mean anything. And that pre-selection, having those other girls, is what is going to make her attracted to you. When she comes back, be warm, right? Be friendly, be confident, be romantic. Just go back to normal, right? Reward her for coming back, for her positive behavior, for stop ghosting you, stop playing these games, and coming back to you. You can then reward her with attention and affection, but do not do so before she comes back to you. Hope you guys understood the message of this video. Implement it into your own lives once you start, or if you already are focusing on dating. Leave a like. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, subscribe for truth. Peace.